How doing? This is Rob Burnham, aka Preacher Man R&B, and this is another episode of Comic Book Reviews, and this time I'm reviewing Flame issue 15. And this is the last issue of the Flame series so far, because there is no way in heck that, Teen Line, I'm talking to you, there ain't no way in heck that you ended this on the cliffhanger that you ended it on. I need more. Make it happen. I know you're working on other comic books and stuff, but I need the rest of this ASAP. So, what happened in this comic book, right? It starts off with EJ's aunt and uncle, and they're talking about helping out Jamie, or trying to save Jamie or something, because in later issues something happens with Jamie, and I can't remember exactly, I think he got like attacked or something. His uncle came in to help him. But anyway, they're talking back and forth about that, and he says that there's something powerful coming from his world. So we find out later on in the issue what it is, but apparently he's a part of this world too. So maybe he's one of these things that show up in a minute. Maybe not. It doesn't really say, so I'm not real sure. And then we see EJ's big brothers, I think they are, Z and Marcus, and they're talking about fighting the Monkey King. And Z's telling Marcus to keep his mouth shut because ain't nobody supposed to know about that, and they'll get in trouble if they knew, because they destroyed a bunch of worlds or whatever during this fight with the Monkey King. It doesn't show the Monkey King, but it alludes to that. So what happens is as they're talking, a portal busted open, and it's like something's tearing through time and space itself. It's not like a legit portal, it's just like something's tearing through with its power. So after this, we see 3 Black Knights show up, and these Black Knights are powerful. They have melanated armor that can copy other melanated beings' powers. We found that out in this issue. And Marcus and Z go after them, and they start fighting. And one of them leaves to go find something or somebody, and the other 2 stay to fight Marcus and Z. So Marcus and Z makes this portal, and their aunt and uncle sees this, and their aunt says whenever she gets back that she's going to deal with it. So let's see what happens with that. After this, like I said, one of the Black Knights says that he's going to go off and do his own thing. The other 2 Black Knights stay to fight Marcus and Z. So that fight happens, and Marcus and Z teleport them to the past. That way they can actually fight without hurting anybody or destroying anything of importance in their timeline itself. So Z winds up getting blitzed by one of these guys. They're fast enough to be able to blitz Z, and then during the blitz they actually go through a planet, as we see here. So after this, Marcus goes up against a Black Knight, and then he's talking about how fast he is and how he's so fast that you can't like measure his speed or whatever. Whenever he was 10 years old, he was Affinity, and then he went Super Affinity when he got older, and now you can't even measure his speed. And the Black Knight's just having him talk about this, that way he can get information and know how fast he is. And like I said, his armor is able to copy his Marcus's melanated powers, and he's able to be fast enough to actually bite his arm off. You see that in this issue. Marcus's arm's a bit off, and then he brings his dragon out, and he makes copies to go up against this Black Knight. And while the copies are fighting the Black Knight, Marcus's demon side shows up and wants to be let loose. So Marcus decides to actually let his demon side out. And when this happens, we see the demon form of a dragon. Because a dragon, as it displays, has a demon form and a dragon form, and also them 2 forms can fuse together and make a new form. But this is the demon form of Marcus. And that's the cliffhanger it ends on. That's what it ends on. So, yeah, Teen Line, Everett, I need more issues of this as soon as possible. Thank you kindly. But, my rating for the first 15 issues of Flame, my rating for it, I'm probably going to give it a 7 out of 10. I really like it, and I'm looking forward for more. I'm actually have Impound versus Flame pre-ordered, so I'm waiting on that to get done and sent out to me. So I'll review that when I get that, and whenever Versus gets finished, I'm gonna get them as well and review them. But as always, Rob Burnham, make care, preacher man, RB sign out, guys. GG's awesome. It's been an episode of Original Comments. See you next time.